to Welcome to the Apocalypse Maths Session 2. The completely unrehearsed and unscripted maths sessions provided to you by myself, Mr. Colley,
and Mr. Ward.
Okay, now today we're going to look at column addition. Now hopefully what we're going to do is use the place value knowledge that you picked up in our last session and now apply it to column addition so that you are able to add together two numbers. Now, the first thing I'm going to need is not a place value grid as such, but something to help me lay out my column addition. Okay? Now, we will do the classic teacher thing now, which is to insist that when you draw this, you use a ruler, like this. Now, let's say I wanted to add together the numbers 34 and 63. Now, the first thing I need to make sure is that I've got my digits in the correct columns. Thereby, the ones digits being in the ones column, and the tens digits being in the tens column. Okay, that ensures that as I'm doing my addition, I'm not going to move things around randomly or get values mixed up. Mr. Ward.
I have a question. Is that why it's called column addition?
Groundbreaking.
Struck on something there.
Yeah, you may have done. That is why we think it might be called column addition, because if you keep things in the columns, or the correct place value columns, then yes, you should be able to add just within the columns, rather than having to add across the columns. Yeah. Now, the other thing we want you to do is put a little plus sign there to remind yourselves of what method you are doing. Because we, as teachers, have seen countless times when people have, on the arithmetic test that we do every Friday, added instead of subtracted, or subtracted instead of added.
Every single week.
Every single week. It's a given. It's a given. Now, here we go. We're going to start with our smallest column, so the column where the digits mean the smallest amount. Okay. Now, if you're doing decimals, that might well be your tenths, hundredths, and so on. But in this case, we're looking at our ones.
If you're not sure, it'll always be on the right-hand side. Always start on the right-hand side and move along.
Correct. Now, here we go. We're going to start off now then. So I'm going to ignore my tens column for a moment, and I'm just going to look at the ones. And I'm going to do 4 add 3. Sorry, can you stop chatting at the back, please? So 4 add 3. Mr. Ward, 4 add 3.
That's 7. Now I know 4 add 3 is 7. If you're not sure, you can always count on your fingers. You want to get to a point where you can add them up straight away in your head. If you don't know it yet,
or
that's fine.
If you are really struggling, you can always grab yourself some things to help you add, okay? For instance, I've got toy cars here, so 1, 2, 3, and so on, all the way up to 10. But anyway, there we go. So now I've done my ones column. This is my answer for the ones column. Now I'm going to look at my tens column. So now I'm going to do 3 add 6. Now in actual fact, obviously this is 30 add 60. But because I've split off the ones columns, I'm just going to do it here. So Mr. Ward, 3 add 6.
Well, I'm actually going to do it the other way around. I'm going to do 6 add 3, because I know the bigger number is the one I want to start on, and I've got less to count on. 6 add 3, 7, 8, 9. It's 9.
And then that should give you the answer there of 97. So now that we know 34 add 63 equals 97. Now, Mr. Ward, I don't know if you just want to quickly look at carrying.
Yes, what would you like to carry?
I would like to carry this, please. It is really heavy.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, let's, we get a new page?
No, it doesn't exist. I didn't get that far.
What did you do?
Just draw this out.
Okay.
There we go.
Brilliant. Right.
The powers of modern technology.
So, sometimes we're going to end up with numbers in our columns that total more than 10. For example, 37 plus add 89. Okay, now in this instance, I'm still going to start on the right-hand side, the right-hand column. We've got 7 plus 9. 7 add 9. And that's going to make a number greater than 10. So, first of all, we still work it out, just like we normally would. 9 plus 7, Mr. Colley.
16.
16. I'm just going to make a little note of that over here. So, with the number 16, we've got 6 ones and 1 10. Now this is the ones column. So anything that goes in here has got to be ones, and only ones. Here we've got 6 ones, so I'm going to place that 6 in there. What should I do with the 10s, Mr. Colley?
Put it on your head, Mr. Ward.
What should I do with the tens, Mr. Colley?
Carry it over to the next column, Mr. Ward.
That is a really good idea. So this one that we've got here, I'm going to carry it underneath the tens column. It's in the tens column, and now I'm going to need to add it on when I've done these tens here. So, now we come to 3 tens, add 8 tens, or the other way around if you want, because they are commutative. 8 tens, add 3 tens, Mr. Colley.
I'm just going to comment, nice use of the word commutative.
I hope I've used it correctly.
Yes, I you have.
8 tens, add 3 tens, Mr. Colley.
Would that be 11?
11 tens. We've got to remember though, we've got this little guy down here as well. So we want to add one more 10 onto that total of 11.
12.
12. I'm just going to cross him off to show myself that I have included that. Again, I'm going to put the 2 tens there, because really 12 tens is 120. Now we know there are 0 ones, so we don't need to worry about adding anything to this column. We've got 2 tens going there, and we've got 100 there. What am I going to do with that 100, Mr. Colley?
Now this is a mistake, or certainly I've seen this in year 3 and 4 quite a lot, with what should we do with that 1. Now a lot of people are tempted to try and squeeze it in there. Does that look right?
No, it doesn't. You're not allowed to squeeze more than 1 digit in a column, everybody knows that.
Okay, so what are we going to do with it, Mr. Ward?
Well, we're actually going to need to create a hundreds column for our answer. We know there's nothing up here. That's okay, we don't need to add anything there. But we're going to carry that 100 over here. We know there's nothing to add to it, so we bring it straight up 100 there. So our total answer, hopefully, if we've done it right, is 126.
Okay, now this is the point, like before, that we move on to you guys doing some questions. As we said in the last video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the questions, and then we want you to pause this video and have a go at them. Preferably on some paper using proper column addition. I mean, if you are feeling particularly confident that you can do them in your head and you want to challenge yourself, by all means.
Don't. Because what we want you to do is use the column method, because all the people that use their brains to work them out invariably make a mistake.
It is true, and the more digits there are in something, the more likely you are to make a mistake.
That's correct.
Okay, so you should now, or when Mr. Ward arrives here, be getting a view of the questions. So we may need to pan down, I think, with this one.
It's a bit hard to...
Yeah, we got them all?
No.
Okay, so again, we have made these ones if you want to have a good practice, but and you still want to challenge yourself, because they are still challenging. But if you're through 3 and 4, probably focus on these ones.
So you can pause there if you want to have a go at the red questions.
I feel like I'm magic.
You're not.
And if you're in 5 and 6, maybe have a go at these questions. Now you can see we've deliberately left out the layout for you to do on these last 3 here. Okay?
Think carefully about the columns and which digits are going where.
And pause this video now. Okay, and welcome back. You should have basically, hopefully, have paused it, and I should be reappearing after about 20 minutes. Now, we just wanted to go through the answers for you so that you can check and see how you got on. Okay, so here we go. The answers are now on the screen, so identify which set you did. Obviously, if you did the red questions, the answers are here.
In red.
In red. And if you did the black set of questions, the answers are here. In
black. So again, feel free to pause, check your answers, correct any mistakes, think about where you've gone wrong. Let us know how you've done in an email or something.
Yeah, email. Okay, hopefully you tune into session 3, which will be following on shortly. And it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me as well.
Goodbye.
We're upside down.